Number 10. CCTV captures some strange activity in the restaurant. Now, if a scene being faked with multiple hoaxers pulling fish finder strings seems like it might attract a little more attention from other diners, but in the footage, no one even looks up until the noisy plates and silverware hits the floor. Number 9. British friends are playing catch to the courtyard. When one of them sees something strange, the camera follows his gaze and stops on a pale face. They went up to the room to check but found nothing there. The mysterious peeper has never been identified. Great. In this next clip there are two girls alone in their house. Suddenly one girl spots out something very creepy. The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stopped only for a second to turn around from the street. They can see the ghost girl walking across the left window on the top floor. Number 7. A boy was trying to do a fake ghost video but he didn't know it will actually capture actual evidence of real ghosts around the property. You can clearly see the outline of the ghost's brown nose and empty eyes. His head is cocked to the right, almost as if he's sizing up a new dot. It's almost as if the ghost was trying to make its presence known. Perhaps it was even trying to get. Number 6. There's a famous pub in Sydney, Australia, called the Carlisle Castle Hotel. For years this local watering hole has been haunted by the ghost of old Pete, a bitter ex-employee that appeared quite some time ago, but not his job. His ghostly antics have been caught on camera no less than 3 times. The first time he was caught on tape. He was helping a customer. The unsuspecting man opens the door to the cooler when Pete decides to grab 2 bottles of red wine for himself. His ghost grip must have not been too tight though, because both bottles go crashing to the floor. Looking at the footage, there's no way that the show key vote or anything like that. The bottles were thrown to the ground with deliberate force with no one nearby. Another incident occurred when the bar was full of witnesses. Everyone is happily enjoying themselves when a hanging red wine glass suddenly dislodges itself and smashes into the counter. Glass shards fly everywhere, and the entire bar takes notice, although this could have simply been a freak accident. What are the chances that of all the red wine glasses, the one that's directly underneath the server happens to be the one to fall and break? The timing is almost too perfect to be coincidence. Pete strikes again. The third and final tape reveals a glimpse of Pete himself. The bar is empty this time when the angry ghost suddenly materializes in front of the security camera. If you look closely you can make out what Pete's head at the bottom of the screen appears to be waving. Many other bartenders and customers all claim to have seen old Pete for themselves in one way or another. It isn't uncommon for teams to turn on by themselves and the bartender, so see what they can only distract the strange registers after close to make the soul even stranger. Number 5. This footage comes from somewhere in the Middle East. A group of teenagers are curiously exploring an old school. At first they were laughing and enjoying everything, but things didn't last for long. Aaron walks towards them. That ghost is missing its head, but there's somehow no blood about. Chante begins as soon as that ghost walks towards. Amazingly, the group all appears to have missed the ghost, which explains why they probably continue to keep exploring. They wouldn't see the operation until much later when they did. They would never forget what was heading straight towards them in that room. Thanks. Check it out. or
mansion in Redford, California.
is considered by many to be one of the most haunted locations of the state. Way back in 2001, two young men decided to investigate the abandoned house. What they caught on tape remains one of the most controversial ghost sightings ever recorded. Today, 16 years later, two men recorded the videos still claim that the footage, 100% real. Number 3. This footage was taken in a popular hotel during broad daylight. A shadowy ghost suddenly materializes in a Subway restaurant. It starts out in the shape of a human. It almost appears to be getting a table when he gets back to it. The ghost starts to rise even higher and shrinks until it fully disappears back to wherever it came. Number 2. Amundsen has been posting YouTube videos for over 7 years of a painting that he claims is home. According to Show, the painting named The Englishman has a dark history. It was painted by a mentally disturbed man who committed suicide shortly after completing it. Shannon claims that every time he gets the painting out of his attic storage, strange things begin to happen around his house. Number 1. Next clip from all the way back in 2005. Mexican personality for Congo Gomez is filming himself and what is supposedly a haunted cemetery in Mexico City. Certainly, if you're someone crying from somewhere in the distance, it goes to investigate.
No sé si es cosa mía. No sé bien, güey. No seas idiota. ¿Qué es esto, güey? No está nada lógico una niña llorando en un cementerio a las 12 de la noche. Bueno, más. A la 1:30. ¿Me va a escuchar? ¿Alguien ahí? No sé. Amiga, ¿cómo te llamas? Amiga. Niña. Ay, no seas imbécil. Que me largo la... ¡Tavo! ¡Con lentes! ¡Trevor! ¡Vengas, güey! ¡Vengas, güey! ¡Por favor!
Now, this clip was first posted to the internet over 12 years ago. Despite rampant online speculation through the years that the film is a hoax, Facundo Gomez still claims that his clip is 100% real, and that he captured an actual ghost on tape.